Hey, August is over. Is it over? Maybe it's still March. Maybe it's always been March. Rulent Tower saw only two updates this month, but they were pretty meaty ones. I'll run you through them real quick. Let me just switch on over. Let me actually move my script out of the way, so that's right, I write this stuff down because I don't trust myself. Haha. So to begin, first off is let's just get on the second floor. Uh, the biggest additions are the three side rooms being finalized, complete with day one gimmicks. That doesn't mean they won't get additional gimmicks on a future day. That's just for the day one release. They're ready to go. So first off, we have the supply closet. Now, there's definitely no reason why it's set off to the right like this. Also, if you don't hang around, you won't hear inspiration. You won't hear narration inspired by one of my favorite narrative-driven games of all time, Fortnite. Wait, that wasn't it. Moving on. Now we have laundry services. Up here on the third floor. Also, you'll find the vending machines. And you'll find a new NPC named Loda. Don't expect to have a lasting relationship with her. She's somewhat preoccupied. But you can sample your favorite soda and be sassed for your choice. Let's see what flavor we like here. We have normal, cherry, orange, grape, apple, peach, dirt, and milk with quotation marks. Let's try some apples. I'm sure that had no impact on anything. Let's move on to the third floor now. A library. Yeah, it's weird there's a library in an apartment building, but Rulent Tower's a weird place. You'll find a ludicrous number of books to pore over, all with these silly titles. And you can look through them for your heart's content. It's all ludicrous amount of flavor text. Also up here, you'll find a computer lab, various technology for your usage. And over here is a sound booth for recording your vocal masterpieces, such as audiobook narrations or ASMR videos. Ignore the Skelly friend. There's other additions too. There's a new gym trainer, several tweaks to the UI. If you notice, the text is a little bit more readable, and so on. These were big updates, and with them, every side room, the first-person sub-scenes in the sauna and changing room, and arguably the boiler room with Hike's quarters in it, is done. I can still touch up things here and there, but now all that's left are the remaining apartments. Still a lot, but this is a nice milestone. Let me just go ahead and get out of here for the second. Face cam. So I can stop that music because I know you love it as much as I do. I actually do I think it's still decent. But speaking of milestones, GB Studio version 2 is now in open beta. This is the version that adds new preset genres, such as, I'm doing air quotes with my fingers, which you totally can't see, such as platformer and point and click. Lots of performance optimizations and full Game Boy Color support. Let me move this over here so I'm not staring off to the side. Like I've said before, Rulent Tower will stay a Game Boy compatible game, but I'm going to be adding some basic coloration to scenes. It'll make me sad to see my nice synthwave palette, the pinks, purples, blues, no longer play, but it'll stay the recommended palette for Super Game Boy play. I'm just giving the developers and contributors of GB Studio a few extra days to iron out the issues, which I'll show you real quick. See the script again. Yeah, still got a couple big ones, and I don't want to transition over until some of these have been ironed out. But once that's done, I'll start the conversion process. Life-wise, we're still in a bit of limbo. We're a few days away from knowing if we're getting a particular place or not. Inspection found a few problems, but fixable ones this time, and there's also a growing concern the appraisal might come in too low, which is causing a bunch of issues if that happens. There's also a serious thing going on with a family member today, and I'm going to find out how it goes the day I record this. At least the first part of how it goes, so fingers crossed. The only other thing I'll mention is that I've been playing Streets of Rogue lately, thanks to a gift by a friend, an awesome synth Sofox. It's fun. It reminds me of River City Ransom mixed with a dash of Dwarf Fortress, maybe? Not nearly as that level of simulation. Spell simulation here, I'm gonna fix that. I'd say it feels a little easy, except do just die suddenly, and then I've only been to the third level once or twice, but not like each map is broken up into several different levels, with little stages inside those levels. In game, it's described like lasagna, basically. So I suspect there's depth, or runs are supposed to be way longer than I'm currently experiencing, so I'm going to keep poking at it. And hey, I know it's tough to keep Patreons going right now. I just had the unpleasant task of cutting several I supported yesterday, so I really appreciate you sticking around. But if you can't, that's okay too. It's hard all around. All the same, thank you to my awesome supporters, including the aforementioned Soaring Fox, Jessica Bumpus, Hey Kitty, Dark Decuban, Foxers the Prey, James, and Daniel. See you next month in the fabulous realm of Tachycolor.